Yo, yo, yo. It's currently day 2 of recording the album. Just came back from work and that's I was practicing. Oh, sorry. I was practicing for the guitar. Practicing the guitar before work, before my 2:45 night shift. Just doesn't really sound the way I wanted it to sound. I just wasn't playing it very well, really. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I was gonna go to the gym, but I don't know. I was on the bus home, and I kind of had I was like, I have to write a song on the piano. I don't know what came over me. I saw people like talking and like kind of, being human, like in restaurants, like having connections and like, I saw this guy showing his mate like a picture on the phone. Maybe it was like his family and stuff. I thought, damn, that's kind of interesting. About how human interactions and stuff like that. And I don't know where that will take me for the song on the piano. I don't even know if I'll write anything on the piano. But I always think, as much as it's important to do physical exercise, the thing that will propel me the most into my career would be to do more music. So, and I haven't written anything in a while, so it's just a bit of fun, really. I've got so much recording to do. Like I've got like 8 songs to record. So if I have any like motivational, just like not motivation, but like any inspiration that comes my way in terms of, I actually kind of want to write a song. Let's write a song about that. I'm just gonna lean into it because there's not really a time for me to be able to force myself to do any songwriting because I've got so much recording to do anyway. So even if I don't feel like songwriting, like making a song from scratch, I've got to record like 8 songs. But if there's any like inspiration where I'm just like, you know what, I feel like writing a song, I'll lean into it. And if nothing comes off it, nothing comes up. Like there's no pressure. I say I've got like 3 or 4 spaces of songs left for me if I do want to add some more. Because I say I've written like 7 or 8. So there's like 3 or 4 spaces in the album if something does come. But I think that's the best way to do songwriting. So, some songs do take a bit of time. I remember with Good Enough, I sat downstairs writing the bridge for like 4 hours in the living room whilst my parents were asleep upstairs. And it was just me and my dog. And I just have like so many voice notes of me trying to figure out how the bridge is going to work. And, stuff like that, it's understandable. But with the amount of songs I've got and the amount of recording I've got to do, I think it's just more important to just kind of keep songwriting, but not force it. If something happens. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, and that's fine. Obviously later down the line when I do need like a couple more songs, then that's when I'll have to work the gears a bit more in terms of songwriting. But for the time being, I don't really need to lean on that so much. And also, songwriting is like my favorite thing to do. Songwriting is making a song from scratch is the best thing. So it's the thing I enjoy the most. So yeah, if there's any any reason for me to do it, then I'm gonna do it. So yeah, that's day 2. I found day 1 kind of funny. I completely forgot the discomfort I have when I'm recording, like the headaches I get. Not even headaches, but like the stress or like the discomfort I get from recording is crazy sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like, I really don't want to do it. Like I just can't. Like I'm such a perfectionist in my music, so I know like the amount of like mental stress it takes. So like when you first start, it's like I know what I'm in for, kind of thing. So I've just been kind of practicing because it's just not my ability to play this song just hasn't been up to scratch. I want to be able to just like I don't want the take that is good to be because that's the first time I played it properly. I want it to be like I'm actually happy with it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep practicing. Hopefully start recording tomorrow, which is gonna be hell. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. I really do like this song. I was kind of when I was practicing before work, I was kind of just playing all my unreleased songs, just singing them out loud. And I was like, damn, I'm really proud of these songs. Like, before I was getting kind of stressed, I was like, oh, are they good? Are they? But I was like, damn, they're all I'm so proud of them, which is kind of a cool feeling. So yeah, onwards and upwards. Hopefully, I'll get a good take and it all starts tomorrow kind of thing. As in, like, it gets the ball rolling. But yeah, let's write a song on the piano, and if something comes, and if it doesn't, there's a song waiting for me tomorrow. So yeah, just gonna chill and try and write a song. I remember there's so many times, the first time I joined Adidas, so not last summer, the summer before, which is actually crazy that yeah, so when I first, so Adidas, me working at Adidas only like 2.5 years ago, the first time, felt like it was forever. Like, this summer that just went, it was only 2 years has gone by since I started working at Adidas the first time around, which I just think is nuts to me, because how was it only 2 summers that I was working the first time at Adidas? Like, so much changed, and it's just crazy, isn't it? Like, that son with long hair, I remember so many times I'd meet up, like I'd meet up with friends, and then I'd get home and it would be like 10 o'clock and I'd be up to like 2 a.m. writing songs on the piano, and like I just never used them. I just like, yeah. Or like, or I'd meet up with my ex, and yeah, it's just so much change. I just remember so many times, like, I would meet up with my ex after work, and she would stay at mine and she'd be asleep and I would just be on the piano, just just there. I had no idea what I was doing, and the songs I was writing were shit, and like nothing came out of them. Like, they were not recorded, but I was just doing everything I could to just improve my songwriting. 2:45 9 shift, get home at 11. I remember one time I bought like 2 energy drinks just to stay up till 3 a.m. Like, there were so many times where I'd be on the piano and like I would be like, oh, I'm gonna lay down for a couple minutes, and like my eyes, I'm like, my body is literally telling me to sleep. It's like, and then the timer would go off, and then I get back to the piano, and it's just like that was the kind of like laborious shit I would be doing in order to like improve my songwriting, and it's just, I'm just so thankful for that version of me that didn't stop and didn't falter. Even though I'm not sure he knew that the songs he was writing were shit, but I think he knew that that's the best he could do at the time. You know what I mean? Like, I always wonder what these versions of me thought when they wrote their songs, because I really don't know how to describe it, in the fact of, I didn't think they were like good, but I never really like I never really had any like detest them, or I had any like spite towards them when they first released. And I think that's because I knew what I was doing was the best of my ability at that time. I don't think, I never, yeah, I never loved the songs, but I never had any, like, yeah, like disgust to them because I knew what I was doing would compound and get better over time and increase, you know what I mean? Like, it would, every single song I'm writing would get better over time. So to me, it didn't really matter how the quality of the song was at the moment because I knew that the next song would be better and the next one would be better and the next one would be better. And I still think that. Well, I still think that the next song will be better and better. But I'm different because I'm actually very proud of the songs I'm writing at the moment. Whereas before I wouldn't say I was proud of them at all. I would say I'm just writing them and in the hopes of the next song getting better. Whereas like Love Yourself is like, I love that song. I think it's an amazing song and I'm very proud of that song. Whereas I wouldn't be able to say the same 2 years ago of the songs I was writing. So I'm very thankful for that person, that version of me that would literally stay up all night writing these shitty songs on the piano. I don't even play the piano. I don't know what I'm doing on the piano, but it was still, it was just the intent behind it, the intent of you're getting better. That's the intent. Like that's all it was. It wasn't the intent of you're gonna write the greatest song on earth. It was the intent of, okay, I'm gonna be better than yesterday. I'm gonna stay up till 3 a.m. drinking crappy Monster Energy drinks, coffee after you know a part-time shift. I'm not just gonna go to bed. I'm gonna be in the instrument that I don't play, the instrument that I have no idea what I'm doing. I should be asleep. But no, I'm going to stay up anyway and write a song that I'm not going to use. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very thankful for that version of me. And I hope that in 2 years' time, 25-year-old me will be thankful of this version of me because I'm writing this bloody album. Bloody? When I say bloody. This album, I don't want to swear on YouTube. If this does go to YouTube. So, bloody. Yeah, if YouTube count that swearing. But that's you know, in a lot of ways I'm very thankful for every single version of me, especially the one that started this shit, the one that had no idea what he was doing, the one that had no idea how to record music. He had nothing. He spent all summer writing and recording this one song, and that sparked all of this. He was thinking about lyrics in his Spanish semester class. That version of me was thinking of lyrics in his Spanish semester class. He had no idea what to do. But that summer, all he did was record and go to the gym. But it was the same song. And now this version of me hates that song. But I'm just so thankful of every past version of me that worked on their future self, because I am reaping the rewards of all those years. And I say all those years, it's only been 3 years. And I think that's the beauty of it. You know, 21-year-old me, 20-year-old me went through all that pain, you know, that initial pain and that initial hardship of making music, not having no idea what to do with music. He did it so 23-year-old me right now would find it easier. And the 23-year-old me would have more muscle and be stronger and be more resilient. He, you know, 21-year-old me or 20-year-old me struggled so much. So, yeah, was I 19 when I started recording? Was I 20? 20, I think I was 20. So 20-year-old me went through all that pain, all that initial pain, in order for the version of me now to be the person I am now. And it's the same for 25-year-old me and 27-year-old me and 30-year-old me and 35-year-old me. 35-year-old me will be reaping the rewards that I am building now. You see what I mean? So yeah, it's when you think of it like that, yeah, it's interesting. And I think that's the beauty of songwriting. You should never intend for anything to come out of it. I think if you go into the hopes of writing it, you sit on the piano and you like the intent of writing like the most popular song. Yeah, okay, some people can do that, but I know, and I've heard stories about artists that they go into studio like, okay, I'm gonna make a hit. Fair enough, you can have, but to me, that's not really the music I'm trying to make. I'm not trying to make music that the main goal is for it to be the number one. That's some bland shit. Oh, I've just sworn, but that's the best way to describe it. Some bland shit, man. I think if you go into a studio just think, oh, I want to get number one, you just want to write some bland ass music, man. And if that's the music that appeals to you, fair, but it's not what I want to do. So yeah, yeah. Big up the version of me that after meeting up with his friends and meeting up with his ex or his girl at the time, he would stay up all night writing songs on the piano after like a night out, or after a shift at work. After, say if I'm meeting up with my mates after the 9 p.m. shift, I would still, or if I'm meeting up with my ex, I would still go home and write music. Thankful for that version of me, because of that version of me, I managed to write songs that I'm proud of. So yeah, and the version of me in final year where I managed to have to do all these essays, all these dissertations, all these exams, but I was still going into the recording studio every single month and still writing songs to release every single month. And like pleading to my parents, can I just drop out? But yeah. Let's just see where it takes me on the piano. I'm not gonna have hopes. I have no idea what I'm doing on the piano. I hum a melody, I hum a lyric, and that's it. That's kind of my capacity. But yeah. It's kind of all I have to say. But day 2's done. I wonder how many days there will be with this. Day 125. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I'll do day done so and so of like recording, or day so and so of the whole rollout. So like the album's done and I'm still talking about stuff. But we'll see. Yeah. Not sure when I want this album to be released. If all things go well, the album could be dropped in the summer. But I don't know if I want the album to be dropped in the summer. It doesn't really feel like a summer album. It feels like more like a autumn or a winter album, or even a spring. It just does not feel like a summer album to me. But because I've started it in January and I'm going to be recording for like the next 4 or 5 months, it'll probably be done like May, June. But do I really want the album to be released the end of this year? But we'll just see. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, let's try and write a song. If something comes of it, something comes of it. If it doesn't, Without You begins tomorrow, like it will always. So yeah, goodbye. Take care.